let's get something straight about me real fast. Should you ever be up here in the mountains somewhere hiking on a trail and you happen to encounter me being attacked by a bear, you better help the bear. For those select few that are already initiated, you should already know what's coming next. And for those of you that aren't, just chill. See, we're gonna get to the other stuff here in a minute, but what I'm always trying to get everybody to understand is everything is vibration. So, if you haven't smiled yet today, now would be the perfect time to do so. Immediately. Right now. Yeah. We can vibe, or we can get into some real gangster shit. About that time for you to open up your ear and let me crawl into your mind. One time. What it was. Y'all already know who it is, and y'all tuned in with Priceless Knowledge of Self. And this right here, this ain't nothing but some cosmic insight. And what this also is just another deep dive into the intricacies that are you. And what I mean by that this time is this right here. This a little something about the major aspects between Mars and Jupiter in your natal chart. And understand that I said major aspects. That means I'm talking about conjunctions, oppositions, trines, squares, sextiles, and inconjunctions or quincunxes, which is what inconjunctions are also referred to these days. That means I'm not talking about sesquadrants or quintiles or biquintiles or semisextiles or semisquares. I'm not talking about YODs or T-squares or grand trines or kites or Star of David. Not yet. See, first, we got to master the basics. And it's a good thing you got me. So before we get into the aspects, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to remind you a little bit about Mars. We're going to have a quick breakdown of the energy that comes along with it and how it might affect you. Then after that, we're going to talk a little bit about Jupiter and the energy that comes along with that and how it might affect you. Then after that, we're going to bring it to a culmination, a crescendo, and eventually a climax. And you're actually tuned in with one of the coldest closers in the game. So, you're in for a treat. So without wasting any more time, let's get this thing cracking. What is Mars? Mars is a planet of desires. Mars shows how we aim at our goals and how we power ourselves towards our goals. Mars represents our most fundamental wants, okay? And so when we're talking about the sign placement of Mars, that's going to show the fundamental nature of our assertions. Then the house placement of Mars is going to show the areas of life that we're most likely to focus on. Right? The aspects with Mars are going to show how and to what extent our desires and assertions are involved with other aspects of our life. Right? And we definitely talk about that. Now with Jupiter, Jupiter is the king of the planets. Okay. Jupiter shows where we feel confident and in control and where we feel like we have something to teach other people. Okay. Jupiter shows our values, especially when we're talking about our Jupiter sign. That shows what our values are. Okay. And how we form them. When we're talking about the house placement of Jupiter, that shows where we feel confident in life and where we feel lucky and where we're going to receive the most help from other people and from the cosmos. So we should feel lucky. All right. And, the aspect patterns that Jupiter make are going to show the direct network of good and blessed administrative power in our life. All right. So first of all, we talking about Mars being conjunct to Jupiter. All right. The first thing to understand here is with Mars representing energy and action and Jupiter representing expansion, best believe these folks be doing the most, man. For real, man. And with Jupiter blowing up their sense of passion, they really don't know how to do anything else but go as hard as they can every single time the game calls their name. And that's what's up, man. So it's really no wonder why a lot of them make such dynamic leaders that instill courage and confidence in the people that fall up under their umbrella. Okay. But I just also know that a lot of it, when we're talking about Jupiter and the blessings and luck, it has to do with confidence, because these folks right here, these folks have a fearless confidence with Mars being conjunct to Jupiter behind that insatiable desire that they have. That's just incredibly infectious. It makes people want to get behind them and get with them, whatever it is they're trying to do, man. Plus, they really trust their own impulses, which usually results in impeccable timing that just transcends the realm of luck into the world of true, effective assertion. Okay, do I need to say it again? True, effective assertion. You did. But this is Mars. This is Jupiter. So it can easily get to be too much, man. Straight up, man. Cause these people don't really know how to play it cool, and they don't have no motherfucking chill button either. Cause with them, you go hard. And it ain't no go hard or go home either. You just go hard. Period, man. And, they really don't really have no understanding of people that don't appreciate that philosophy either. A matter of fact, these folks don't have no patience, is what the truth of the matter is. Especially for people that ain't really trying to put their all into everything they do, man. Straight up, man. And it's just because they see everything in life as either an adventure or a challenge that they're going to attack fearlessly. Okay. These are people that want to live life on the go, man. Okay. And due to the immense bravery that they have, coupled with that indomitable passion and confidence that they carry with them, hey, man, these motherfuckers make really formidable opponents in anything that you do. Okay. Straight up, man. I'm talking about in any situation or any competition, any fight, any debate, they gonna come with it. And when you come with it, a lot of times, a lot of people ain't ready for that. Even if they have the skills to pay the bills to defeat you, they don't understand all that energy you coming with, and they can't match it. So defeated. Defeated, man. And I've also kind of seen that this right here, this conjunction right here can play out into a reckless abandon that knows no limits though. Okay. And that can be dangerous than a motherfucker, because these folks right here be constantly taking shit too far. So the key to this one is just finding some way to constantly check the direction that your energy's headed in. Okay. Because, hey, man, these folks right here could easily put their all into some shit that is absolutely fruitless or extremely dangerous. Okay. Because no matter what it is, whether it be for better or for worse, they putting everything into it. Everything into it, man. And then a lot of times they put so much into some shit that has no return, and then they have no energy for a while and nothing to show for it. Okay, so checking that direction with Mars conjunct to Jupiter is everything. And that should also help them find their limits in life, which is really going to be absolutely essential for them knowing, how life is going to go for them. And because with them, man, the reason they need to know their limits is because they're going to exceed them time and time and time again. Okay. And in doing so, it's going to show other people that they can exceed them. Okay. Plus, I feel like with Mars conjunct to Jupiter, one of the biggest lessons in life is going to revolve around learning the true scope of your capabilities rather than relying on inflated projections of what could be or what you might be able to do. Okay. And that means finding those so-called limits and then destroying them aggressively. Which in turn brings luck and blessings into your life with this one. All right. Now, when we flip the script and talk about the people that have Mars opposite to Jupiter, hey, man, this is where we're going to encounter those supremely confident people whose reach always seems to exceed their grasp because they feel real lucky in life. And that shit right there causes them to overstep their limits time and time again. And the truth of the matter is, man, they'll only truly be lucky when they learn how to walk away from the dice table a winner rather than always going for double or nothing until they end up losing. Because, man, this opposition in particular right here, it points to an impulsive tendency to always try to multiply a winning situation rather than just accepting it as a win at face value. And, hey, man, that shit right there can be counterproductive. I don't know if y'all know that or not. That can be counterproductive a lot of the times. So learning when to be satisfied and learning when to say enough is crucial right here. Plus, I've kind of also seen that these people right here have an extremely competitive nature that can be a motherfucker because these folks are always in some type of good nature competition, even with everybody that might even be on their own team. Okay. And they be thinking it's cool and it builds character and it's making people tough. Okay. But them other people be thinking that they're selfish and that they be doing too much. So there's going to come a point in this life where their boldness and assertion is going to have to be tempered a little bit because, hey, man, though people might believe in them, they won't ever trust them. They won't ever trust them. And there actually is a major difference between the two. Okay. And with this opposition right here, they probably going to find that out in life time and time again. All right. But with Mars in trine or flowing aspect of Jupiter, yeah, this is where it gets good, okay? Because this is where we're going to find those amazingly enthusiastic and motivated people whose energy is just naturally flowing towards their goals. And they just got it like that. Straight up, man. And the reason they got it like that is because they believe they got it like that, man. And whatever they put their attention on is going to come to something because they believe it will. And so once again, what looks like luck to the rest of us right here is really just a case of supreme confidence and faith in self. And that right there is always going to put them in positions to win in life. And even if they don't win, it's cool with them because they just love to compete and they can find a lesson in it. And they can always find a sense of enjoyment in anything that they do. And that ability to keep pushing themselves to the limit and enjoy it is always going to keep them on a path of positive development in life, even when they're not winning. Okay. And that's beautiful, man. This is really just a beautiful best case scenario when you're looking at that one right there, man. However, when it comes to Mars being square to Jupiter, hey, man, this is where shit hits the fan, man. Because this is where we see people whose energy, enthusiasm, optimism, and love can really take them anywhere they wanted to go in life if they didn't let their misappraisals, their hypocrisies, their tactlessness, and their bombasticness cause them so much motherfucking trouble in life. Okay? Period. They have to develop some motherfucking patience to develop the good judgment to be able to harness all that energy to parlay it productively. Because if not, or until they do, not only will their energy and their natural tendency to gamble continuously do them in, but that reckless ass behavior that they be doing, man, will probably get them into some type of trouble or into some type of dangerous situation or some type of shit right here in life, man. And, this could definitely be avoided if they would have just learned how to chill the fuck out. Straight up. Okay. You have to understand, Jupiter is beautiful. It brings blessing, but Jupiter also blows certain shit up. And when we're looking at the case of the square right here, it's taking that will, it's taking that confidence, and it's coming in conflict, and it's blowing it up with each other. Okay? So, what you got to know is, when to make a play, when not to make a play. Know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. Straight up. Shout out Kenny. All right. Now, with Mars sextile to Jupiter, hey, I have this one myself. So I can really confidently tell you that this one right here just instills you with the fun-loving exuberance that gives you a dynamic and innovative approach to the way that you express your energy in life. Okay? And you can kind of instinctively know when to best use the whatever energy that you have, man. And so, hey, man, all you got to do is figure out what the fuck you want to do and do it with this. I know it, man. I know it. And this also instills you with the cyclical vitality that really can make you an excellent competitor in any field if you can just learn to use good judgment in terms of, when to employ it. Okay? Believe me, I go hard at everything. Everything. And lastly, with Mars inconjunct or quincunx of Jupiter, man. This shit right here is just all about learning how to recognize your own competitive instincts for what they are instead of trying to mask them in the idea of service to other people right here. Because when you repress that shit right there, it's going to turn into anger that really ends up being a danger to everybody involved. Okay? Or there's another way to look at this. This is also about making sure that these folks' energy doesn't get confused and scattered unrealistically. Sure, they just need to learn how to chill and take a step back and evaluate shit before they jump to conclusions, okay? And maybe the way to go about it is getting some of this knowledge yourself. I don't know. You really don't have to believe a word I just said, because the truth of the matter is, just because you built like that, you don't have to build like that. And what I mean is we all have all this energy available to us in some way, form, or fashion. What you do with it is what you do with it. And even beyond that, it's not about what you do. It's about how you do it. And that's some priceless knowledge in itself. And there's been some priceless knowledge of self. Y'all should have already hit the motherfucking like button. If you haven't, do it right now. And understand that it's not for my ego. It's for the algorithm. My ego don't need no stroking, baby. Not mine. Yeah, I got it like that. This just helps me expand my platform. If you don't want to hear what I have to say, help me get out to other people that do. And you can hit the like button too. But then I'll just know you a hater. And that's all right, because the world needs those. And either way it goes, leave me a comment. Let me know what's cracking with you. Tell me how you feel. Tell me your own placements, okay? YouTube is about interaction. I need that. All right? And if you're interested in any astrological readings whatsoever, you could hit me up in the comments below. But all I do is direct you to my email, which is mr.turner1300@gmail.com. And that's actually my preference. And the same thing goes if you want some merch. And I got plenty of hats and sweatsuits left. My page is down with the portal to it. So you're gonna have to get at me directly for that stuff. And so I'm trying to get that back up. But, hey, man, I want to sell you all the merch you can get, all right? And I bet you look fabulous in it. But you got to understand that this type of swag I got, this type of energy that I pack with me, it's got to be in you and not on you. So, let me put it in you.